Hello everybody, Chadley here, and in today's video we're going to be actually looking at a melee flak. Hopefully you guys saw in the intro montage how devastating this build can actually be for bosses. For mobbing, it's not quite as good, but it definitely works. The main two reasons why it's not that great for mobbing is one, Flak does not have any sort of life steal. He really only has rage and recover for health regen, and then also, if you guys happen to have this Guardian rank skill, this puts a huge hindrance on your mobbing potential because your shield is just going to keep coming back every time you kill a person, and you guys are going to be doing way less damage. So if you don't have this, mobbing is actually going to be really good for you, but for most of us, this is not really the best right now. We're going to have to wait until we can turn these off. But otherwise, this build is a ton of fun. Like, come on, it's melee flak. Just overall a great time, and the best part is you don't need any sort of crazy gear at all. So we're just going to start looking at our gear right now. First, we have a face puncher. I have a redundant version, and it does have the weapon damage anointment, but any face puncher will do because you guys are going to end up using white elephants, and mainly the face puncher is for targets you can't really hit with an actual melee. Or if you guys want just a little bit more consistency, as we are using the white elephant. If you guys don't know what the white elephant is, it is a relic that has a 30% chance to attach a sticky bomb on a melee, and since the face puncher does shoot melee damage, it does count. Also, right now I have a melee lifesteal on. If you guys want to get stupid crazy with your damage, there is an elemental projector white elephant in this save file. So that is a really good time. I personally use this on Grave Ward like you guys saw in the opening montage. But then moving down, this is going to be our main weapon for the most part, is the butt plug. And you can't even get this thing anointed, so you guys don't have to worry about getting anything fancy for this. Just run around and punch people in the back with it. If you guys are using the knife drain white elephant, every time you punch somebody, you're going to get back to full health, which is really, really nice. The only slight issue with the butt plug and running white elephant for mobbing on it is that it is only a 30% chance to attach a sticky. So if you guys can get a sticky to go on the first hit, they're going to die on that first hit. Otherwise, you're going to have to melee them probably like 3-4 times, but we are using fadeaway without Gorillas in the Mist. You guys are going to be invisible for quite a while, so you are going to have time to put in lots of melees. But personally, the best relic I've found for mobbing has been Unleash the Dragon. If you walk up behind somebody with the butt plug and no shields, and you hit them with this, they are going to die. Hopefully you guys saw that you can basically kill Gigamind in one melee like this. It does a ton of damage, and it's awesome. Definitely recommend this. The only issue with using Unleash the Dragon is, like I said, Flak does not have any sort of life steal, and we are giving up the knife drain as Unleash the Dragon can't have any prefixes. So that is the only issue with that, but overall, this works very well for mobbing. If you guys don't like the survivability with that, just go ahead and run the white knife drain white elephant, and you guys can shoot people with the face puncher. It works great. You guys will fly through basically anything. And then we also have the boss executes. These are fantastic when you are trying to kill bosses, but if you guys are running the elemental projector white elephant, I would trade one of these out for the sellout. I have a level 26 one in here, so you guys aren't actually going to kill yourself. You'll just strip your shield in one shot, and then you guys can give yourself a bonus to incendiary or corrosive. Most of the time you're going to be using incendiary, but obviously it's going to depend on who you're fighting. With Grave Ward, just go ahead and shoot yourself in the foot with the incendiary, and then go nuts with your elemental projector white elephant and your face puncher, and he will instantly disappear. So moving on to our shield, we are going to be using a brawler ward. I do have a level 1 brawler ward. You guys can use any level brawler ward. The level 1 is just a lot easier, especially with the Guardian rank that I was talking about earlier and the shield coming back. Because to strip our shields, we're going to be throwing grenades at our feet, and we're just going to end up using like less grenades with that, and that is huge. But as you guys can see, it does have a terror anointment on it that doesn't even get used, so you don't need any fancy anointments for this build. It's literally just the bare bones guns, which I'm assuming most of you guys will have these items. And then for our grenade, we have its piss. So we have on grenade throw 25% bonus damage. This is a little helpful for the face punch, but overall it does not help us that much. If you guys want to make this absolutely perfect, I would go with action skill and bonus elementals on your brawler wards and its pisses, because after you guys end up shooting out all of your face puncher shots and are gone out of fadeaway, you guys are going to be doing those extra elemental damages, so it's going to just kind of get a little ridiculous. In the clips you saw with the face puncher, didn't even have those. These are the exact items I was using, so just keep that in mind. And then also for our class mod, we're going to be using a Deadeye. The skills don't matter really for the Deadeye. None of them apply to us that much. If you are going to use one, I would maybe use either Two Fang or the Fast and Furious on it. But otherwise, it doesn't matter that much. And we don't even have God Roll passives for this build. We don't have melee damage and stuff like that. So if we had that, we'd be doing even more. And then we already talked about the relics, so just Knife Drain White Elephant, Elemental Projector White Elephant, or the Unleash the Dragon for mobbing. It's up to you guys. I just have a Snowdrift Auto Idol in here so you guys can get around a little bit quicker when you need to. Now let's take a peek at our skills here. So like I said, we are running fadeaway, as those White Elephant grenades can crit, and they will get the fadeaway critical damage bonus, which is why you get some of the insane damage numbers you saw, like several million, over 10 million in some cases I have seen. So that's why we are using that, and then our augments for it, Until You Are Dead, so we get that health regen and movement speed even when it ends. And then Unblinking Eye, it's been pretty hard to test. I haven't been able to see if maybe you shoot somebody once with like the boss execute and then attach some stickies to them, if it does that bonus damage to them, because they do get the red rectangle around them. So I can't confirm or deny if that is the case, but when I was using Not My Circus, my pet was dying quite a bit, so I just threw this on just to keep the pet alive and possibly get the bonus damage, but I have not been able to confirm, like I said. But for our skills, we have Self-Repairing System, as we just need more health and health regen. Also, Furious Attack is not really going to help us when we're using our melee, because it is just boosting gun damage. And then Eager to Impress, just something else to move us down the tree, and it also will help us get our fadeaway back quicker when we come out of it, because we just want to be invisible all the time. All My BFFs, just for our pet to stay alive a little bit more. Lick the Wounds, so he can pick us up if we go down. 3 points in the Turntail and Run. We don't get any sort of bonus gun damage really. It will help with the face puncher, but it's mainly for the health regen and damage reduction while we're moving, while we are punching things with our butt plug. Then we have 5 points into Hidden Machine. This is just overall damage plus 30%. So no matter what you're doing, you're going to be doing 30% more damage while you're in fadeaway, which is really cool. And then we're going to have 5 points into Rage and Recover. This is just more health regen. Definitely his best health regen skill. It's going to help to keep you guys alive a little bit better. And then we're going to do the Power Inside, as this is just another skill where it gives you bonus damage. And if you're at full health, you're going to be getting 50% bonus damage for those 15 seconds. So that is nice as well. Then in the Master Skill Tree, we're just putting 3 points into Persistence Hunter. The gun damage helps a little bit with the Face Puncher, like I said. But mainly, this is all just for our fadeaway duration. You guys are going to be in fadeaway much longer and able to punch way more people. And then for our Hunter skill tree, we're going to put 5 points into Interplanetary Stalker, as each one of these stacks will give you 10% bonus damage overall, so that will help our melees as well. Then we're going to have 2 points into Leave No Trace. This is for the face puncher, as like I said, this White Elephant stickies can crit, and they will give you your ammo back when they explode, as long as it procs. So that part is pretty nice. Just keep in mind, if you guys are throwing the boss execute at somebody, sometimes when you try to shoot out that last bullet while in fadeaway, you are going to get the ammo back and not actually throw it. So definitely, if you guys are using the boss execute, try to miss with it and then throw the gun at them. But if you guys find that annoying, just take the 2 points off Leave No Trace, and you can throw it into Two Fang or any of these other skills, whatever you want. Then we're going to put 5 points into Hunter's Eye. This is just more critical hit damage on humans and more armor damage on robots. We can use all the extra damage we can get. Then we're going to have 3 points into Head Count. This is really, really good for getting our fadeaway back after it ends. If you guys have the butt plug, it does shoot several pellets. Just go ahead and shoot somebody in their critical spot several times with the butt plug, and you guys will get your fadeaway back, no problem. And then 3 points into Big Game, just for our hunter skill, duration, and effects. And then the most dangerous game for our very last point, and we'll get a little bit extra critical hit damage. So not anything crazy, but it's just something else we can put a point into that will help our damage a little bit. And then for our pet, we are going to be using the Spider Ant Scorcher, as it does give us a 10% boost to elemental damage. This does outperform the Gunslinger Jabber's critical hit damage boost. So occasionally the white elephants will do a normal damage sticky, but more often than not, they are going to be doing elemental ones. So that's why the Spider Ant Scorcher ends up out damaging the Jabber for us. So that's why we're using him. So with how this build works, basically with these white elephant stickies, they are based off of the initial melee damage you do. So if you guys attach like one sticky with the face puncher and then one sticky with the butt plug is going to end up doing way more damage, as it has a much higher melee damage to it. And then if you guys are behind them, you're going to get double that. So that's why the butt plug can just do insane numbers, like several million, as you guys saw. So basically what you guys are going to do with this build is, if you guys are bossing, just go ahead and get your boss execute down to 1. If you guys aren't using the projector, you guys can throw on the second boss execute, like I said. So what you can do is go invisible, throw it at your guys. Obviously we can't stick the bot, but then we'll have 1 hit left, and then you just go behind him, look at your feet, throw a grenade, then you just start punching away and try to get those white elephants to go. Right there, we got 518,000 on a shock one. So we can do hundreds of thousands of damage on a melee. 620,000 right there. So this does do a stupid amount of damage. And then in the actual real world on enemies, you guys are going to be hitting over 1 million pretty often. So it's really, really nice. All right, so now we're over in Athena's, and I have equipped Unleash the Dragon just so I can show you guys how nuts this thing goes. Unfortunately, our shield is going to come back after every kill, which is a big shame. Hopefully Gearbox fixes that here soon. But what you can do, walk behind somebody and then just strip your shield, hit them in the back once, and they're gone. And you can just do that with literally anybody. We'll do it to the heavy here. And he's gone. I hope you guys saw right there, we were doing 136,000 damage per tick of Unleash the Dragon right there, which is insane. So even if you guys aren't invisible, you can still melt some people. But now that our fadeaway is gone, I'm just going to shoot this guy in his crit spot a bunch of times, and then now our fadeaway is back, and we can keep on killing. The Unleash the Dragon's damage is based off your initial melee's damage. So that's why even Deadeye is going to be giving you a boost to that fire tick damage, even after they're below 30 or 75% health, as it's just based off of that initial hit. Okay, for this next area, I do have the Knife Drain White Elephant on, and I'm going to just run around with the face puncher so you guys can see just how much this kind of destroys people. So we can just go invisible, stick him a couple times. They're both gone, just like that. The only issue, obviously, is we can shoot 3 times before we break our fadeaway. So what you guys can also do is maybe shoot 2 face punchers and then pull out your butt plug for the remainder of your fadeaway. And then right before it ends, go ahead and you switch back to your face puncher and finish it off. But yeah, right there, didn't even matter. That guy just got destroyed. You guys can still do a ton of damage just off the base melee of the butt plug, even without the white elephant popping. Right there, we had 1 mil and 3 mil. I don't know if that was because of their backpacks. I don't think the 1 mil was, because that was a fire damage one. But the 3 mil one could have been just from his backpack. Either way, that's not a crazy number to see while you're playing this build. you guys do a stupid amount of damage. All right, so we're over here at Tron's. You guys already saw me kill him with our butt plug, so I'm just gonna show you guys how to do it with the face puncher, just super easy. So we have the boss execute like that, and our sellout on. Also, I should probably switch over to our elements projector. White elephant. But we can go ahead, just drop it down. We will throw that at him, break our shields. We can even slag him. Not actually slag, but yeah. And then he's gone in 3 hits. It's the face puncher is definitely your consistent route if you guys want consistency. But if you guys want to just have a ton of fun being an invisible ninja, just stabbing people in the back, use the butt plug, and you guys can just run around with your white elephants, destroying everything, seeing millions of damage. It's a good time. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this build. It's definitely a unique one. I have not seen any melee Flaks out there. It has literally just been a meme. If you guys have seen me play Flak on stream and I end up meleeing somebody, I always joke about how melee Flak is, you know, it's gonna be a thing. And I actually just sat down, tried to do it, and we ended up with this, and I'm pretty happy with the results considering he was in no way intended to be a melee character. So if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a thumbs up on it to let me know. If you guys want to see more Borderlands content, make sure to hit that subscribe button. We just passed 20,000 subscribers, and I can't say thank you guys enough. It seriously means the world to me. That's a fifth of the way to 100,000 for you math majors out there. That is nuts. Absolutely nuts. Thank you guys. If you guys want to catch me on stream, make sure to go follow me on twitch.tv/Chadley99. We're live probably 5-6 days a week now. It's been a really good time. Hopefully I can see some more of you guys there. Also, make sure to go down into the description and join our Discord. We have tons of trading channels, chats, and stuff like that. Hopefully I can see some of you guys there as well. But thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. See ya.